Part 1. Setting. Due to the pandemic of COVID-19, the consultation is conducted fully online as the client is afraid to contact with viruses. Firstly, he is greeted by the firm's clerk and so two lawyers are giving him consultation. Scene. Phone call. Mr. Brown decides to call his friend's firm in order to consult him on the aforementioned matters.
Hello. Good morning. Is this Marcus the lawyer? I'm Mr. Brown. I need you to help me. I'm in a big trouble now.
Good morning, Mr. Brown. This is Marcus King and Associates. I'm the clerk for this firm. Mr. Marcus is in a meeting with other clients right now. Can you please wait for a moment? Once he is finished, I will redirect you to him.
Oh no, how long I have to wait? I can't wait anymore. I'm in urgent.
Please calm down, Mr. Brown. I think the meeting will end in 5 minutes.
All right, then I'll wait then.
Scene. Call with Marcus and Fatiha.
Sis. So, yeah, good morning, Mr. Brown. Sorry for making you wait. My client has told me that you are facing some sort of problems and need my help lah. So, have you consulted any other firms before this, and is this your first time?
Yes, I've contacted some other firms before this, but they refused to take up my case.
Oh, too bad.
Please help me. Someone have lodged a police report against me. Please help me.
Oh, all right, okay, Mr. Brown, calm down first. So, however, before we start our consultation, I would like to ask my partner, Fatiha, to brief you regarding the procedures and also the consultation fee.
Oh, sure, no problem.
Hello, Mr. Brown. I'm Fatiha. Let me brief you the procedure and consultation fee. Before we start our consultation, please fill in your details and sign the confidential letter that I've just emailed you. We assure that our consultation is confidential and we won't disclose any information to other parties without your consent. Therefore, don't be afraid. You can tell us anything that you think it is important in this case.
Okay, I've emailed it back to you, the confidential letter that I've signed.
Yeah, so for the consultation fee, since you're my friend lah, I know you a long time lah, Mr. Brown. I've only charged you lah 100 ringgit instead of 500. But then, if you wish to appoint us, to be your counsels for your case, you may sign the agreement letter, and for the subsequent consultation, we will charge you for 300 ringgit.
300? What? You charge me 300 for the consultation fee?
Yes, sir.
No way I can afford that. I have no money.
No worry, we can still negotiate with the consultation fee. How about 200 ringgit?
Seems more reasonable to me. I can accept with that price. I can pay for that price.
Part 2. Agreement for representation.
Since now you are the only one who is willing to accept my case, listen to my case, without wasting any time, I would like to appoint you as my lawyer to represent my case. Can I appoint you?
Yeah, of course. If you want us to represent you, and please sign this agreement of appointment, which I will email to you now to allow us to represent you.
Mr. Brown signs the agreement and email it back to the firm.
All right, thank you, Mr. Brown, for trusting us. We have received your confirmation email and to allow us to represent you. So can you please tell us about your case now?
Part 3. Consultation. 1. Fact of the case by client.
Okay. All right. Let me tell you what happened between us that day. Okay. Me and Miss B were the call workers of Public Bank, as she worked under me as the assistant manager of the bank. And then there's one day on the 9th of let me think back. On the 9th of June 2020, we have a dinner organized by an annual dinner organized by the Public Bank. And then we attended the dinner together. And then we had a few glasses of drinks and beers during the dinner itself. However, I found myself feeling dizzy and I asked Miss B whether can leave a home. So she decided to send me home, and then I do not remember anything, but I remember that I asked Miss B whether she was interested to have a sexual intercourse with me. And yes, she consented. She given her consent on that, as she said yes for that. So it became very intimate to me. So since I had a few glasses of drinks at that time, I was unaware of my conduct upon Miss B. As after that, I woke up the next day, I realized that I had a sexual intercourse with Miss B. After then, she has already left the house at that time, and then I was Miss B was still asleep. However, she had contacted me and forgave me for my action lah. So on the 13th of July 2020, I've went to my annual medical checkup as usual. Will be conducted every year by my company, and then after that, a week later, I revisit the hospital to take my results. And however, I was shocked to know that my doctor, Mr. Wong, told me that I have a first stage of HIV, which is still treatable.
Okay.
And then after that, I left the hospital, and then of course I'm shocked and I'm nervous, and then straight away without thinking, I straight away immediately I call Miss B, and then I told her that I have HIV. And then she was really mad at me, and then she scolded me, and then she hung up the phone. Then I tried to contact her again for several times, but however, she did not pick up. And then after that, on the same day, I've received a call from the Ipoh police stations. And then I was being informed and told that a police report had been lodged against me. So I'm really blur. I really don't know anything. Please, I really don't know anything. Please help me. I'm innocent.
All right. I think I hear your story now. Wow. But Mr. Brown, don't worry. Trust us. Trust us. Don't worry.
Yes, Mr. Brown, please calm down. We're here to help you.
Yes, we are here to help
Don't
you.
worry.
2. Issue.
I'm really innocent. I did not rape her. She already given her consent to have sexual intercourse with me, and I just do it straight away. You know, during that moment, I really did not know that I have HIV. Please help me. Please, will you? Will you? I really don't want to be in the prison.
3. Confirmation of the case facts.
Okay. So first of all, I will need you to relax, Mr. Brown. Please calm down. And can you please like reinstate what you have said? So she really gave you consent to have sexual intercourse with her?
Yes, she said yes to it. I mean, if she wouldn't, if she said no, I wouldn't do anything like this to her, as I really
Yes,
respect her very much.
Yes.
Right, Mr. Brown, we confirm about that. So for the next part, do you really have no idea that you have HIV prior and during to the act of sexual intercourse?
Yes, please trust me. I really had no idea that I had HIV during that time. I mean, before the sex, and even now I'm paranoid that I might die from the disease, the HIV itself. You know, I really can't accept that I'm a positive HIV.
Okay. Relax, Mr. Brown. Relax. So I would like to ask, is there anything else that me and Fatiha have missed?
Uh, no, I think this is it. So am I going to jail? Is there any chance for me to win the case? I'll pay you well, don't worry.
No worries, Mr. Brown. We'll try our best to win your case. But first, please let me discuss with Marcus.
Uh,
4. Post-consultation. Discussion between consuls.
All right. So Shasmita, since you are a January student at my firm, I would like to ask you some questions about the case that you heard just now. So what do you think about this case? Whether the client can be charged under Section 375 for rape, or do you think no?
I think in order for someone to be liable for the offense of rape, there are some requirements needed to be fulfilled, such as the intercourse was against the victim's will and without a consent, right?
Good, good.
Yes, the statement given by Mr. Brown was clearly showed that Miss B has consented to the intercourse, as she has forgiven Mr. Brown for his action that night.
Yeah. So if you refer to the case of Vijayan Pillai, the court has stated that the consent is an act of reason coupled with deliberation. So after the mind has weighed the good and evil on each side in balanced manner, consent denotes an active will in the mind of a person to permit doing of the act complained.
Alright, similarly in Queen Empress versus Kopala, every act done against a will of a person is an act done without her consent, which is an act done, however, an act done without a consent of a person is not necessarily against her will.
Yes, that's true, Fatiha. And based on my recent research, in the case of PP against Hassan bin Shamsuddin, the court has stated that consent is a mental element, which by its very nature cannot be proved by direct evidence, as you know. Like you cannot like break open the brain of other to look for consent. No way you can do that, and one can never succeed at all.
Well, based on the cases mentioned and according to Mr. Brown's statement, Miss Miss B thus consented to her action prior to Mr. Brown's question on having sexual intercourse with her. These circumstances obviously showed that Miss B allegation of not consented during the sexual intercourse was irrelevant.
Oh yeah. So what do you think about the HIV points? Do you think that Mr. Brown can be liable for punishment under section 376 subsection 2 para I of a penal code?
So based on what I've read, in the case of Muhammad Kunju versus public prosecutor, the offense of rape is serious one, and the degree of the seriousness of the offense must be reflected in the sentence. The present case is singularly peculiar in that the accused, knowing that he was infected with a notorious disease, passed it on a girl of tender years, thus ruining her name and health at early age. No leniency could be shown to the accused in the circumstances. Therefore, in this case, the accused was sentenced to 10 years imprisonment.
Yeah, all right, all right. So if you refer to the medical report on 20th of July, it shows that Mr. Brown was just knowing that he had HIV after the intercourse happened. So based on this ground, I think we can prove that Mr. Brown does not know that he is afflicted with HIV, and I think he can escape from the punishment for rape under that section I mentioned, section 376. Yeah.
Right, true. I think based on the case, we should start preparing all the related documents and do research regarding this matter. If there are any inquiries later, just inform in our WhatsApp group.
All right. Thank you so much, Fatiha, and also Shashmita. Okay, so that marks the end of our client consultation, and we from the group Marcus King and Associates would like to express gratitude towards our lecturer and also all of you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.